So we got this coming out today. Biden suddenly takes it upon himself to allow Ukraine to strike Russia with long-range missiles, long-range U.S. missiles, that is. Now, call me crazy, but I don't think Biden's making a whole lot of independent decisions for himself these days. I mean, even take the act of Biden saying that he's not going to be the Democratic nominee, that he's taken a back seat to Kamala to let her run for president. Now, that was weird because last thing we heard Biden vocally say is that he is not stepping out of the race, and then we see a tweet drop that is Biden's endorsement basically for Kamala with a sketchy looking non-government letter that has a signature that doesn't match his on it. I say that to make the point that we've been wondering what the counter is going to be for what happened with Trump in the election, the landslide, winning the House, the Senate, having the Supreme Court majority, obviously, and making these anti-deep state cabinet appointments. So we've been wondering, what is the empire going to do to strike back? So call me crazy, but I would venture to say that this is somebody other than from Biden than making this decision about letting Ukraine basically escalate this conflict, because it also seems like Zelensky is not thrilled about Trump winning the presidency, because he's definitely not going to give him any more money, and he's going to make a deal with Putin to end the conflict, which is not what Zelensky wants, because Zelensky is not even democratically elected right now. He's been basically in what he calls a executive state of emergency, where they're suspending elections until they're out of their emergency. So take a look at this clip from what Zelensky was saying in regard to Trump, Biden, and the U.S.
Сильна Україна. Вона повинна бути сильною для будь-якої дипломатії. Хочу ще раз це підкреслити.
Але США не лише потенційний посередник в переговорах, це країна, яка надає величезні обсяги допомоги Україні і яка може спонукати нас до того, щоб ми сіли за стіл переговорів. Який меседж ви отримали від Дональда Трампа під час тих контактів, які у вас з ним були? Тобто як він каже? Він каже, я стану президентом і сідайте за стіл переговорів. Як це виглядає?
Я думаю, що він так не каже. Ми незалежна Україна, і мені здається, в час цієї війни наш народ і я особисто в перемовинах зі Сполученими Штатами Америки і з Трампом, і з Байденом, і з іншими європейськими лідерами довели, що з нами риторика «сідай і слухай» не працюючи. І це не через те, що ми такі, а через те, що так ми повинні відноситись, в принципі, до будь-якої країни, будь-якого народу, будь-якого лідера. Поважати. Це, в принципі, рівність, одна з цих цінностей, за які ми боремося сьогодні.
Did you catch a little whiff of disrespect and arrogance there? Definitely sensed some shock by the radio host there. But I mean, let's just say, who's this condescending prick think that he is? To say that not the place for the U.S., it's not the place for Trump or Biden, it's an independent Ukraine decision to decide what the terms of the agreement are. All right, buddy, then stop asking us for money if it's all on you. Like, listen, we have no idea what's actually going on there. It could be so much worse than we're being told, than we could even fathom. And here's what Putin was saying earlier today.
Version of the document. Aggression against Russia by any non-nuclear state, but with the support of a nuclear state, is proposed to be considered as their joint attack on Russia. Russia will also consider the possibility of using nuclear weapons when receiving reliable information about a massive launch of means of aerospace attack and their crossing of our state border. This includes strategic and tactical aircraft, as well as cruise missiles and drones, hypersonic and other delivery vehicles. Russia reserves the right to use nuclear weapons in case of aggression, including if the enemy, using conventional weapons, poses a critical threat.
Is it a stretch to say that the deep state, the establishment, is so desperate to prevent what is going to happen to them once Trump gets in office and once his Avengers team is in their cabinet positions and has the full force of the executive branch, congressional branch, and legislative branch behind and judicial branch behind them, that are they willing to burn the world down to prevent that from happening? Because call me crazy, but this looks and feels a whole lot like whoever is Biden's puppet master is making him do this to provoke Russia into taking some sort of drastic hostile action to throw us into an emergency state or a state of emergency as soon as possible. Because think about it, what's the best case scenario for the deep state people at this point? It's for like a power grid to go out, for Russia to launch a nuke, for any wide variety of crazy, out of the ordinary, unimaginable things to happen. And especially after that lovely conversation between Biden and Trump the other day, where they were sitting in front of the fire, they're shaking hands, they were saying, Biden was saying he's going to make sure makes it a nice, easy transition for Trump. So I don't think this was Biden's decision at all, not one bit. And this is a developing story. I'm gonna stay on top of it and let you guys know things as I do. But the essence of what I'm trying to convey today is that do not think this is Biden's decision. I think this is like I don't know, Blinken, Jake Sullivan, people higher up than that, Obama, Clinton. I think those type of people are pushing this rather than Biden, because I don't think Biden's in a very calculated state right now. And there's a good chance that the Bidens vote for Trump. For instant access to breaking news, check out my Patreon page called the Forbidden Book Society, where it started out as a book club about books that are being taken out of circulation that talk about the things they don't want us to know about, to now it is both that and an intelligence network where day by day, throughout the day, crazy things happen. I post it there. And with enough support and subscribers, we will be launching documentaries like you have never seen before. So that is the goal. Help me get there. Each one of you are appreciated. And the sooner I get all that moving, the sooner I can run for Congress and then president, so that we can put together a nice 20, 30-year stretch of presidents who love America. So if you support that message, then support my Patreon. I love you all, and thank you so much.